Alrighty then. Let's start this thing off. What is up, Bernard? Hello there, David. Hello. How are you both doing? Hopefully you guys are having a great day, great evening, great afternoon, wherever you might be. The chart I have up right here, it's a trade that I'm currently in. This is a trade setup I posted last night in the free Discord. Posted it right here. I was like, hey, hopefully this short trade setup. Meme coin on Bitcoin. Here it is. So this is what I posted last night. You guys can see it plain as day. This is what I was seeing. Holding strong, always buying the dip. Always? I don't know if buying the dip just yet was the best idea, but we're going to be diving into the technicals to find out. But yeah, this was the trade setup I posted for everybody in the Discord. I at everybody, so you guys, if you're a part of the Discord, or you need the link to it, it's in the description down below. It's completely free. When I find these trade setups, I do like to post them, and this is how it's going. So I posted right around here, and we're coming on down. That was the 1 hour time frame, so you can see how this thing played out throughout the day. It came all the way down to your 786. We're caught a nice bounce, but I just moved my stop loss into profit, and I'm waiting for it to finish the move. So this was a 14% drop-a-rooney on Rat's token. It could keep going, really could. But yeah, just thought I'd share that at the beginning of the stream so you guys can see the free info I'm giving. Pays off. Scooped up some Tau at 150. Nice, glass shopper. Nice. We're gonna see if that was a great move or not. We're going to see. Yo, what is up? Alrighty, so let's get into this list. We're going to be checking out gold, silver, copper, platinum, Nvidia, Plug Power, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Hype, Ondo, and Jupiter. If you guys have any requests and you didn't hear your particular asset on this list, feel free to request it at any time. We will get to all requests tonight, and we're just going to keep it in a nice orderly fashion. So remember, if you are not a member, then you get 2 requests. And if you want any requests past that, it's going to be a $5 super chat or donation. I would appreciate it. If you are a member, you end up having 3 requests, and then, of course, same rules apply. I don't want to be here all night, guys. I'm a little sick. I got a rugby match tomorrow, and I need my rest. I'm also going to drink a beer tonight because, you know what? I deserve it. I will buy a lot more under 100. Nice. Bonk. All right. Bonk. Got it on the list there, David. Got you covered. And remember, guys, I do write down everything, so don't you worry. If you hear me say your asset, it's getting written down, and we will get to it in order. Also, if you are a member, you get to jump the line. So I do take care of the members first. That is one of the perks of being a member. I know the membership, its cost is super high, but I feel like it's worth it. I mean, a whole $5. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and dive on into it. We got gold first. Let's take this out to the daily time frame, see what we got. Here. I haven't looked at gold in a hot minute, but what I am noticing here is from your low, from your previous, why did I draw this? What time frame was I looking at? Was I literally looking at the 1 hour? What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. Let's get rid of that. No idea what's going on here. Let's get rid of this too. I need to clean up my chart. Going back out to the daily like I said I would. All right. So looking at gold here, you can see we were in neutral territory back here. We had a nice rise. On this dip down, we got back into neutral territory, and it's basically like we just bottomed out. So that's kind of crazy to think about, that we could have reset gold's price and we could be seeing higher prices. So gold might not be done. Surprising to say, but it might not be done. So daily time frame, if this is the case, a brand new uptrend could start. We have not gotten a lower high yet. We have not gotten confirmation. All we got is that we were overbought. That's all we got. And the weirdest part of all is the fact that we have hidden bullish divergence on the MACD. With a mildly higher low, but more selling pressure, this is hidden bullish divergence. As you touched 4,264 back here, That was the most selling pressure you had. This giant pullback that gold had still made the higher low, so we can still argue hidden bullish divergence, and this could be a brand new trend that has formed. We don't know if it's going to be a lower high or not just yet, but I'm very surprised to say there's an opportunity that this thing does keep on going. Current target would be $5,717. Let's see if your weekly agrees with that or not. Weekly is still overbought. I would not recommend buying this thing right now. It looks terrible on last week's candle. Looks absolutely horrendous. So I wouldn't really recommend it, but hey, some people, they out here gambling. They out here doing their thing. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, and this is where you see it beautifully. Oh my goodness. From your lows back here, you still did not manage to get oversold. We got majorly oversold. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour achieved. That is crazy. Then we're putting in a higher low. This still could be a bear flag, so prepare yourselves for the worst, but hope for the best. Either way, we are breaking out of the downtrend, and I would consider this quite bullish because there was your downtrend, and we are broken out. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. So if you manage to get above $5,102, there's a strong possibility you just keep on running. So gold right now is sitting okay. You could see a 15% rally out of gold. Wild times in these metals. Wild times. Now, if we make the lower high, then we can start planning for the downside, and more than likely we're going to come down to 4,264. More than likely. But as of right now, there's still a reason to fly to safety, so be careful there. Next up, we got silver. We hit that 26% downside pretty nicely. Now, on our daily, we are in the bearish control zone. We have not been in the bearish control zone at all since all the way back in August. Oh my gosh. August 18th, 2025, all the way down here. Our RSI is now below this point. That's a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. We're holding strong right now at that 71.75 level. We still haven't really put in the lower high yet, but on the daily, the opportunity's there. I would be looking more for like a 618 retracement and less of new highs, but that's just me being jaded. That's me being jaded. But $99, this actually could happen. But yeah, hidden bullish divergence has achieved. That's kind of crazy to say. I bet a lot of BTC whales rotated into silver. They actually could have. They could have. They could have. That's an interesting thought there, Rich. How you doing today, Rich? How you doing today? All right, this right here is our new uptrend. So anything above this uptrend, you're still good. You're fine. This thing can chop around all the way out until August and be perfectly fine. So yeah, right now a 27% rally, that would kind of be normal to me, just because it is a 618 common retrace. But let's go into our weekly real quick, see what's going on. We are no longer overbought. Wow. No longer overbought. If we lose $71, $52 could be coming in hot. So prepare yourself. Yo, what's good, buddy? This Danny boy, what's your take on Andy on E, Toshi on base? I will check those out for you. I don't know. We'll see. So Andy and Toshi. We will check them out just for you. Just for you. We'll check them out. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing out of silver. If it does decide to keep on rallying, this rally is going to be nasty. Like, it's going to be crazy how high it can get. Because if it's trending still, oh my god. Like, we would be looking for a target of $139. That would actually be scary. I don't know how it's going to do it if it does, but yeah, that'd be another 78% upside. Where's the link? Okay, where do you find your Discord information? Oh, check the description down below. The link should be in there. Link should be in there. Otherwise, Rich, could you help out everybody in the chat? But yeah, join the community in the Discord. That is the Discord link. You guys can jump on in there. No problem. Underneath. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Rich. Sweet. So yeah, if we end up losing this level straight down to 52, it's just nothing to hold us up. Inefficient price action. Just kind of is what it is. Is what it is. Let's go ahead and check out Copper. So Copper right now doing a great job holding that 50 simple on the daily, resetting your RSI, resetting your stochastics. You're losing your selling pressure on the MACD. This is great. This is awesome. Looking at the weekly time frame, and not overbought. That's one positive. But this previous weekly candle, that looks horrendous. That I don't like that one bit. That looks terrible. So once again, probably wouldn't be buying into this at the moment. I would have to wait and see what happens, especially comes Monday. But we could see a drop all the way down to $5. That is a possibility. We did hit the 1, so we got that 615. Profit taking is normal at these levels, very normal. Getting a pullback wouldn't make total sense. But after that, I mean, we're still kind of looking at $8.02 as a continuation to the upside. So if gold wants to rally, it's probably going to take copper with it. Just keep that in mind. Don't get scared out of the metals if you're in them. Wait for those lower highs. Wait for the lower high. Check out Platinum. Platinum is, I mean, it looks like it's getting demolished, but you're holding up at 1844 extraordinarily well. Let's check out your daily. You're no longer overbought on the weekly. Daily underneath the 50 simple. That's kind of tough. You do have hidden bullish divergence from your previous low back here to your higher low up here. So they could keep this rally going. But you already hit the 1618. You were pushing for that 2618. Now you're getting a reset. So we can get rid of that. And if this is a reset, you would be looking for something like this. But remember, as soon as you get that lower high, since you did have bearish divergence here, the lower high would mean we're going into a big downtrend. So we need to wait for it. That's going to be our confirmation if we get a lower high. So I would say maybe anywhere between 2,500, 2,671. If we stop in that range and then we roll over, all right, now we're just playing into the downside. No big deal. But if we don't, I mean, next target's 3,218. Kind of wild what could happen. So once again, we're just going to be waiting to see what Wall Street does. Going to see if we still need to fly to safety or not. But that would be a 55% gain if that happens. Otherwise, yeah, pay attention to this zone right here between the 5.0 and the 618. That's a great area to take some profits. Great area to take profits. If it can get up there. Okay. Next up, we got NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, I am honestly starting to lose hope on it because I think they're running out of debt that they can purchase random things with. However, they did say one of the greatest things ever. They were like, oh yeah, OpenAI, we're going to invest 100 million instead of the X billions of dollars we said we would because we don't know how they're going to spend it. So that I think really did help out NVIDIA from breaking out of this downtrend once again, because this right here was looking like a nice little fake out and send it lower. So I was getting pretty bearish there, but as of today, 7.8% to the upside on the rebound. It's nice. We need to see what it does on the opening of new week. So come Monday, pay attention to NVIDIA. If it continues its breakout, we are looking for $246. This thing could absolutely break records if it decides to go up. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. Possible moves here, 36 to 47%. Maybe it gets up to 294. Either way, I think it's pretty highly valued already, and it would kind of freak me out if it got any higher of an evaluation. Kind of freak me out. But anyways, that's fine. It's up there. It's high. Doing its thing. Next up, we got Plug Power that is giving me an aneurysm. I swear. So we had this beautiful uptrend. We faked out to the downside once. We faked out to the upside. We pulled on back. But now we're holding support at $1.88, which is awesome. It's great. trade is still in. I'm still in options. Stellantis. Oh, Stellantis is getting rocked. But yeah, we can check out Stellantis. Do you know their ticker, or is it actually Stellantis? But yeah, we'll definitely check that out. They are getting beat up right now, and I'm looking forward to them continuing lowering their MSRP because I'm in the market for a truck. I'm excited. I like to say they lost the plot. They forgot what they're trying to make their vehicles for, and yeah, it's biting them in the butt really. So yeah, Plug Power. This is a hydrogen energy stock. I'm looking for this thing to rally up, getting up to like 747. Maybe we get the 618, getting up to 854. But that's all I'm playing for the options. It's a year long. By January, STLA, nice. By January of 2027, I need this thing to play out. So we got time on the options, but man, this pullback here, I was in the money, I was doing good, and now I'm not. I'm in the red. I'm hoping for this thing to pick up sooner than later. So yeah, this is looking good on the daily. We're low on our stochastics. We're in the bearish control zone. We have hidden bullish divergence that has not been canceled out yet. So we're doing okay. It's just if we happen to lose 161, well, the idea of hidden bullish divergence is gone. So then I have to rethink that position. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Next up, we got Bitcoin. Oh boy. I know some of you are like, why did you have this 21% downside here? It's because I made a video and I mentioned, oh, we could see more downside because of hidden bearish divergence from our high to lower high while getting nearly overbought. So if we pulled our trending fib down here to see, it was like, oh, 62,000. I think before I said 61,000. Either way, we hit it. We hit support at $60,000, and we're getting a strong bounce, which is good because highly oversold. Highly oversold. Where this bounce could lead us, we could go all the way back up to 80,000 and be bearish. That's for real. We could go all the way up to 80K and still be bearish. So it's Bitcoin's in a rough spot right now. Really rough spot. Going into our 4-hour time frame, we are now starting to see signs of hidden bearish divergence on lower time frames as we are making higher highs in the RSI while being significantly down on price. So this is starting to look like shorts were just covering and we could see more downside. Right now, right this moment, I would love to see Bitcoin manage to go up and test 76,296. If they can actually do that, fantastic, because you're fighting with a level of resistance right now, 71,857. So that is something to pay attention to. Also, pay attention to your downtrend. You are interacting with it right this moment. Right this moment. So you'd love to see it break out, but if it doesn't, hey, we can still short. We can always short. That high stochastic on the 4-hour is something to be worried about going into weekend price action. 76.8K would flip it bullish on the 4-hour. Yeah, that's true. That's true because it would be a breakout. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, now your 1 hour, you already have hidden bearish divergence achieved. Now you need to see, are we going to break through it? Are we going to short squeeze up? Or are we going to fall over? If we fall over, then we have a target already. But right now it's not showing signs that it wants to roll over right now. So we're still looking for more upside. So anyways, let's go into our 15 minute. See if we got anything else. 15. Ouch. Ouch. We got overbought. Ooh. Double top. Yeah, we could be rolling over, boys. Could be rolling over. This one's a little scary dairy. A little scary Mary out here. It's not good. Not good. This is a trend we were oh. Well, shit. That's not great. So right now for the corn, if this is real, if it wants to continue down, we could see 57,645 if it wants to. If we swept low, then 71.7 would flip it bullish for on the 4-hour. Nice. Yeah, if we sweep the low, we're looking at that 57,645. I think that would cause a lot more fear in the market too. I don't know. All I know is we have a bullish cross on the 15-minute. That's usually the first sign. If we can hold on to that 200 simple on the 15, then we start getting a cascading, moving to the upside. But this is your bearish case. This is something you should mentally prepare for. This is a possibility. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it's a possibility. For XRP prophecy, BTC may need to hit low 50s or 40s. Hey, maybe. I gotta go get some tissue and blow my nose. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Jesus. Alright, I'm back. Why did he left? Runny nose. Runny nose. Fighting sickness out here, people. Thank God for phone cases. My phone's plugged in right now. My foot caught my cord and it just ripped my entire thing off the desk. Alright, anyways. ASTS stock, please. Good to see you, Porky. You too, Rich. What is up? How you doing, Jim? ASTS. Got it. You would rather sweep the low before going up for structure? Don't fall. I didn't fall. Alright, so this is a possibility right here. We could end up seeing this happen. So mentally prepare yourselves. I'm trying to join the Discord. It's not working. I tried the link, just sends me to Discord, not your info. Can't find it underneath on the YouTube. Weird. That seems weird. Here. Let's go with this one. And copy. And go right here. Here's the link. We're going to pin it. Pin. There you go. The Discord link is now pinned. That is one that is good for today. I don't know if it's going to last longer, honestly. I really don't. I have no idea. Somebody else joined. Hello. Welcome in. You got in on Twitter. I am on Twitter. I've been a little more active on Twitter lately, but I don't post that much. I need to post more often. I really do. All right, that's your bearish case right now. Bullish case, a test of that 76,296. That's really what I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin. But remember, guys, it's weekend price action. Don't expect too much. Don't put too much weight into the price action over the weekend. Pay more attention to like Monday morning. Monday morning is going to be the tall tale. Are we going up or are we continuing to the downside? If SPX rolls over to 5,400, it's going to be ugly. That's true. Okay, that time it works. Awesome. I'm glad. Discord link in the description works fine. I thought it would, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, right now, right this moment, this is what I'm looking for out of Bitcoin. Bullish case scenario. You might actually see a breakout. That would be another 8% upside, which would be cool. It's going to be hard to break above this chop zone here, especially while you're already getting your RSI getting up here. If we get into that bullish control zone and it happens to be a lower price, be prepared to short. Just be prepared to short. Don't feel dirty about it, because you know what? The short short selling. The money's just as green. It's just as green. It's okay. It's all right. And then as it drops, remember, you can always DCA. All right, moving on from Bitcoin, let's check out Ethereum. Ethereum, oh, got killed. But it looks like we hit the 1618. We got to that 1781. Great. Awesome. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and go out to our daily. Let's see what we're working with. A hidden bullish divergence. No, it's not. We're just oversold. Just oversold. 4-hour RSI reminds me of a Richter scale. Yeah, it's all bad out here. It's all bad. It's just tough for everyone. Just tough. All right. So the upside potentials, they are now null and void. The hidden bullish divergence on the weekly has been completely obliterated. So we are no longer bullish on the market. We are now looking a bit bearish for now. We did hit a great profit-taking level. We got to see what happens next. As we come up, I'm expecting a lot of resistance at 2,500. If we break above it, getting to 28.2 might be the best opportunity. So then, let the price roll over, become a shorting opportunity. But let's see what could happen over the weekend. Now, 4-hour already maintaining this downtrend. Ouch. I would expect to test on the downtrend and continue to the downside. We're already showing hidden bearish divergence, which is awful. So, golly, we need some short squeezes or something. I see you were always bullish a few days ago before the forced selling occurred. Yeah, no. I said it a lot. I was like, if Bitcoin decides to lose 78K, I flip to bearish. And that's really all that happens. It's just like, oh yeah, shucks. We're toast. Now I don't have any reasons to be bullish, so now we're bearish. But bullish long term, still until the dump. That's true. I'm looking to short Link soon. What's up, Spaghetti Rigetti? How you doing? Okay, so I'm in the Discord. Where do you pay the $5 to join at? Oh, if you wanted to become a member, it's right here on the channel. It's a join button that's right at the bottom. It says join. I mean, there's no like you have to join or anything. It's just, it's a great way to support the channel. So yeah, looking at the 4-hour time frame, we do have a level that could act as a resistance, and that is right here. Once we do test this level, if we don't get above 2,214, that might be a great area. Just be like, all right, guess we're going short. If that is the case, we would mark this out just like so, and then your opportunity at 1,571 comes up. So that's kind of the disappointing part about this market at the moment. So we really have to see how high this thing wants to go. Let's check in on the trades real quick, see if they're still going up. Still in a short on rats. We move the stop loss into profits. It's trying to still come up right now, so that's unfortunate. Noted, guys, we are affiliated with a couple different exchanges. We got Weeks by DeFi and Blowfin. Currently by DeFi. If you start trading a lot on by DeFi, you will unlock bonuses. You can get up to $1,500 in bonuses. All you got to do is get trading volume up to $15 million. So, take advantage of the house's money, people. Oh, missed your plays. What are you in at the moment? Shorting rats. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. Oh, the broccoli. Thank you. When you're ready, okay. Yeah, that's the only one that I'm playing with right now is shorting rats, and then I don't know. Hopefully tonight I find something new to jump into for overnight, and I can play that. But if I don't find anything, I'm not really gonna sweat it. Currently, I'm trying to get 8 consecutive trades at 150% minimum, so that I can stack them all for my birthday. So my birthday is this month. It's at the end of the month on the 28th. And it would be nice to just give myself a good little payday. Starting out with $10, just trying to turn it into $15K. No big deal. I think it's 15. Maybe it's a little less. It might be 12. But yeah, figure that'd be a nice birthday present. Credit spreads are about to retake some moving averages. If they get above the 50 and I see rollover, gonna liquidate a lot of stuff. Oh no. That wouldn't be great. That wouldn't be great at all. What leverage? Well, it doesn't matter about the leverage. It just matters about how far the move is. So, it all depends. If it's going to go down 15%, I don't have to do anything high. I can just do a nice little 10x leverage. But the point is, each trade has to average out to 150%. If you compound it out, it's fantastic. Fantastic when it plays out. Let's go into the compound interest calculator. Let's use this one. Alrighty, so let's just say you decided you wanted to use $10. Your interest, say 150%. We're going to go with daily, and you're going to... Why does it say years, months? What the fuck? Daily. There we go. Why is it still months? God, this is going to piss me off. It's going to piss me off. None. Get out of here. Why is it months? Daily compound. There we go. Here we go. All right. So your amount. You start out with $10. You're going with 150%. And let's just say you get 8 of them in a row. That's all I want. 8. You calculate this bitch out. And you end up with $15,000. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Just trying to turn that $10 into $15K for my birthday. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Actually, can I please grab your thoughts on Link at the moment? Yeah, we can check out Link. Got you covered. I got you covered. Can't wait for this rebound rally to be a trap and we go down to 40K. Yeah, it could happen. Anything could happen. It's all up in the air right now. All up in the air. Usually the smart move right now is to basically just sit back and let the market breathe and do whatever it does for up to 3 days. And then come back and be like, oh, okay, I can start making decisions. It's usually the smart choice. But you know what? We're degens. We don't do that. Anyways. Want to see what happens when it interacts with this downtrend as well as that 2214 for ETH. If it does reject off this level, 1571 is the target. That could yield you up to a 28% collapse. Can I grab your thoughts on XDC? Sure can there, buddy. XDC. I mean, there's no way we set a higher high. No way. I mean... I don't. It depends on your time frame here. So it's like no way we do it. Eventually, if we pay attention to history, eventually it'll do it. It's just a matter of when, not if. Let's check out Solana. Solana hit $78. It broke through it, and now it's coming back up. It's just oof. We're gonna have a hard time out here getting back above this little chop zone. 99.50 would be my target right now for the bounce. If we get up there, but still looking for anywhere between $61 and $47. You're not supposed to breach these levels. If we come up and we hold support and then we make a higher high, great. New structure. We can focus on something different. Until that happens, we're just looking for it to keep on going down. Just the gift that keeps on giving. Ever since, back here? Yeah, ever since all the way back here in January. Wow, we have not made a new high on Solana since January? Oh my god. That is crazy. No way. Yeah, January of 2025. A whole year? A whole year. No new high? Oh my goodness. No wonder. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if we have $47. Just give it time. But we are completely oversold on the daily. So there's an opportunity of something happening. It's just, damn. You know what? I wonder. Well, I wonder. Where could this thing have gone? Yeah, $47. That's your target. 47 bucks. Jesus. How's your sentiment, Porky? Think we're bear market now? The Bears definitely have control. Unless something changes, yes, I'm still bearish. Very bearish, actually. Very bearish. So hopefully that answered you. So I'm gonna pay $5. You give all your calls, or you already give all your calls for free. I pretty much give all my calls for free. The only thing is when I actually start updating the members only part of Discord, you have access to that portion where a lot of times I'll end up posting my my trades as I'm getting in and out of them. So you would have that access. But yeah, mainly it's so that you get your requests pushed to the front of the line, and then you end up being able to be a part of that little portion of the Discord. And lately I've been posting up videos where the first day that they're out, only members can see it, and then everybody else gets access to it the day after. Just little ways that I say, hey, thank you. Oh, I need to upgrade my Discord. Upgrade it? Oh, yeah, you have to just link your Discord and your YouTube channel. If you link those two, it'll end up giving you the access to the members only chat. Can you look at, are you in any trades? I'm shorting rats right now. I never get tired of seeing you short rats. Hey man, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's a meme coin on Bitcoin's network. I gotta play with it. I got to. Is there a way to do it without linking YouTube? No idea. Not a clue. Honestly, I have no idea. But yeah, that's just kind of how you do it. MVIS. Nelt. I got you covered. Got you covered. So yeah, right now for Solana, a nice little bounce getting back up to 99 makes sense. Even getting up to 113 as a bearish backtest makes a lot of sense. I think we're going to have some trouble getting past that. But as of right this moment, I mean, just to finish the move down, we're still looking for 51.20. So that's a real unfortunate thing about Solana's price action right now. It's as it's foreseen in the stars. We still have the possibility of another 46% downside. So yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Well, yeah, right now I'm in rats. I've been in rats since yesterday. I posted it in the Discord literally right as I was entering it. I posted it for free for everybody, and I don't think anybody paid attention to it, but I linked it. I tried to tell you all. It was right here under crypto trade setups. Told you all when I was getting into it, and yeah, just nobody cared. I try my best to like at least give you guys an opportunity to make money being in the Discord. I try my best, but you know, a lot of times it falls on deaf ears. Alrighty, so yeah, Solana is still a possible another 46% downside. Don't get me wrong, a bounce into this little zone makes sense. Don't give it too much weight, guys. Don't give it too much weight. Until you break this downtrend, it's all bad. It's all bad. Stay bearish. Stay bearish. Next up, we got XRP. Oh boy, I called the 12%. It went further. It was like, hold my beer. You think 12%? Yeah, right. But we got oversold. Now we're going to see, is 155 going to turn into resistance? Because for the longest time, staying above 155, that was a really big deal. Really big deal. Very inefficient price action in between. I am still thinking we are going to see way lower downside. But the part that caught me a little off guard here is the hidden bearish divergence that I did not pay attention to. Starting from this high back here, where we bearishly backtested the 200, we fell, lower high, and our RSI got overbought. So that was like the nail in the coffin right there. So if I adjust this to where it's supposed to be, we still should be seeing 89 cents. Still should be seeing 89. And at that point in time, you're just looking for what supports do we have. This is one that is sticking out to me right there. Is that a 589? Okay, that's all I want to say. Stock indices are flashing signals to me that the downside is not yet done and that I should get a fresh pair of shorts on. Yikes. That's scary. That's scary to hear. Scary to hear. So yeah, this thing, I mean, just to finish off the move here, we might actually see another 38 to possible 59% downside if we cannot retake. And realistically, we got to retake and make a higher high than $2.45. So until then, yeah, you can play around with the bounce, but realistically, you should be looking for shorts. Realistically, looking for shorts. So that's just what happens when you break critical levels of support. You get really, really bearish. You're like, okay, cool. Let me find some hidden bearish divergence or a reason to sell off. That's it. Bounces are selling opportunities until you break major downtrends. So, moving along, we got Hyperliquid. So Hyperliquid, I did make a video about this where I gave bullish and bearish cases already. We do have hidden bearish divergence on the daily. We are maintaining this downtrend right now, but Hyperliquid's trying its damnedest to fight whatever trend it's creating. You just bearishly backtested your 200 simple moving average on the daily, so I do think the 72% downside might actually happen. So we could be looking at prices for Hyperliquid all the way down here as low as $12 or $9. I would definitely be a buyer at these levels because these levels are very significant from the only history we have. Now, if it breaks out of this downtrend, we have upside targets as well because we happen to have weekly hidden bullish divergence that has not been canceled out yet. So if that is the case, we're going to be looking at anywhere between 34, 53, or 107% upside. But I am bearish until this downtrend is broken. If that downtrend does not break, downside is in. Just kind of is what it is. It is what it is. I know a lot of people might get mad at me for being bearish. It's just, if you've been around my channel a lot and you were here during the last bear market, I kind of prefer shorting tokens over going long. Because the shorts, not only do they play out really often, they play out fast. So you get paid really fast. It's kind of nice. I loaded my dry powder. Hope I don't permanently buy because please check Coin and Iran. We'll check them out. Coin, Iran. Got you covered. Before Q1 ends, I would not be surprised to see new all-time lows on a lot of these charts. That's a fair assessment. That is a fair assessment. So yeah. It's not that I'm trying to fearmonger anybody. I'm just looking at technicals, guys. I could be wrong, just like anybody else could be wrong. So don't get mad at the messenger. This is just what the chart is flashing in my eyes. And once again, I'm talking about a bullish case, break out of your downtrend. A bearish case, you break out of your uptrend. Kind of is what it is. My nose is going to drive me nuts tonight. Because I also don't know if I have a bloody nose or not. It's rough. And I'm supposed to play in a rugby match tomorrow. And, this is getting the best of me. Getting the best of me. Hey, no bloody nose. This is good. We were neck deep in shorts last year. Only two that sucked were Bounce and OM. OM was wild. OM just decimated. What was that? $2 billion of wealth? Oh, man. That was really bad. That one was, that was a rough one. That was a really rough one. All right, I just got two more for you guys. We got Ondo, and then we got Jupiter, and we'll go from there. So Ondo here. Ondo is in a buying position for me. This is an area in which I am currently accumulating this token. I am bullish on this token. I think it's going to do fantastic things. I think Wall Street's setting up to where this will be one of the big winners in the future because they already have tokenized assets already. We could still see some more downside getting down to 1656, but I think these prices down here are amazing for accumulation. And we can accumulate all the way out here until May. So, yeah, I'm in the accumulation like feeling for Ondo right now. Bullish case scenario, we're only looking for a 618 retracement from this previous high to low. And that is looking like something like this. So if Ondo catches the bids, you might come up to 37.14, but you have resistance sitting right there at 35.75. So if this does play out how I think it might, a nice little common retrace could give you that wonderful little 37% bounce to the upside. This looks pretty good. I do like this one. Let's check out your 4 hour, see if it looks okay too. 4 hour doesn't look that great. Looks kind of mediocre. Looks like it might want to come down for a confirmation low before it goes up. Be careful for that. If it makes a higher low, then we're kind of looking at it as a bear flag. So just be careful with this thing. If you're buying spot, I like this zone. If you're not buying spot, Auto Summit was on the 3rd and it did nothing. Well, that's normally how it goes. A lot of times it's a buy the rumor, sell the news event. So when the news popped out, sold off with the rest of the market. Honestly, I think Ondo kind of got the better end of the stick. If I'm being honest, I think it got the better end of the stick because the whole market went down, not just Ondo. I think people would be less afraid to buy alts if we could see the OTC tape. Oh man, that would help. That would really help. If you can see the OTC market, oh man, that would help a lot. But right now for Ondo, what you should pay attention to more is the TVL, total value locked, astronomically high compared to the market cap. It's really strange. And last time we saw this was with something like Arbitrum. The total value locked was like 3 times the amount of Arbitrum. Then 2-3 months later, Arbitrum just started skyrocketing. And it was like, oh, what's that doing? It started catching up to its total value locked. So I think that might be the same case for Ondo, but who knows? Who knows what the whale games are going to look like this time? Not like they run by a playbook or anything. But anyways, short term, we might see a little bounce up. Wait for the pullback. Wait for the reset of the stochastic on the 4 hour before you start getting a little too antsy to jump into these trades. Damn, your 1 hour wants to rally. Your 1 hour wants to push you to the upside. That's crazy. Holy shit. Didn't expect that. Yo, what's up, JB? How you doing? If bullish news doesn't cause a reaction, usually a great indicator to prepare to buy lower. Same for bearish news at the bottom. Great long signal. That's fair. That's fair. I'm good, man. I'm glad you're doing good, man. Glad you're doing good. But yeah, resetting the stochastic while trading sideways, very good sign. Probably going to see some more upside tonight, which is great. That means we can probably find a trade setup off the 15-minute. So 15-minute time frame. Where is our hidden bullish divergence? It's right fucking here. So there we go. There we go. Nice little opportunity of weekend price action based off hidden bullish divergence. Oh, I take it back. It's right here. Holy guacamole. Okay, all right there, Jimbo Bob. So next movement, nope, this one. There we go. There we go, and we could very well see something in the neighborhood of this, going all the way up to 29 cents. So here's one trade setup for the night. Could see a 12% pop to the upside out of Ondo. Looks fucking good to me. Looks good to me. All right. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. So what should we buy? I want to buy stuff. That's funny. I'm buying Ondo, man. I'm buying Ondo. That's what I'm buying. I'm buying some Ondo. I'm buying some AVAX. I think AVAX could get lower though. I think AVAX could go down to like $2-4. Something like that. I had buy orders around 37, 36. PayPal. Couldn't wick them. Oh well, that's pretty funny. See, I own PayPal also. PayPal, golly, that thing is just performing terribly since I bought in. Just so bad. I thought it was going to do better. Alright, last one I got for you guys is Jupiter. Jupiter. Oh, Jupiter. Came close, but this looks like a little bit of a bear flag to me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to finish off the move, coming down to 12.29. Dang. Let's go on and go ahead and check out our daily, though. All-time lows. All-time lows. Hidden bearish divergence with all-time low. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Hold on. This is all bad. It needs to buck the trend yesterday. Oh, no. Oh, no. You lost your only level of support. If you can't get back above and hold on support, we are so bearish on this thing. Oh, no. The hidden bearish div is real. I didn't check this out before. Jupiter's one that I do plan on buying a lot of. Oh, you just hit the one. We could be going down to 9 cents. No! I've been looking at AVAX. Looks good, but want lower. Also, Sui is calling me. That's pretty funny. I remember back in October, people saying those wicks would remain unfilled. Hey, man. For a while there, it wasn't looking like it would get filled. So I was in that ballpark, too. And then all of a sudden, it's like, nah, we're going to fill them. We're going to fill them harder than ever. There's a possibility of a 9-cent Jupiter. This is how the market reacts when you can trade real-world assets that are tokenized on this DEX. They're like, yeah, we sell this asset. That's crazy. Could be another 46% downside. This is your bearish case. Bearish case right there. The issue with your bearish case is how annoying it could be because of how high you could go. So it's like, oh, here's your downtrend. You can go all the way up to your downtrend and then fall later. That's frustrating. So frustrating. But you are no longer oversold. You have bullish divergence. You're waiting for a higher low. If we get that higher low, we will reassess. But until the higher low forms and then a higher high comes after, we have no structure for higher prices. None. We're just hoping and praying people start buying. I forgot I put USDC via Arbitrum on Pumpkin and can't figure out how to move it around there. I think it was trading account though. Got it. Yeah, you would just move it from account to account. They upgraded their platform, so yeah, I understand what you mean. It's a little harder to navigate. A little harder to navigate. Alrighty. So, looking at our 4-hour time frame. 4-hour doesn't look that bad. 4-hour really doesn't look that bad. Looks like you still could go up a little bit more, but you are running into this chop zone here, so it makes total sense that you're finding resistance right now. Going into our 1-hour. 1-hour looks, gross. Having a lot of trouble breaking above. Oh, no. Well, you're doing the thing that you shouldn't be doing. You're doing the thing you shouldn't be doing. That it should not happen. Hopefully it breaks out. Hopefully this isn't a fake out, but it's not looking good here, Jim. Blaming Jim for this one. Blaming Jim for this one. You are currently broken out with a high stochastic in the bullish control zone. Could turn into a fake out. Could. It was your trading account that people could put money in. Do they still have that? I have no idea. I need to ask. I really do need to ask. I have no idea. They should, because it shouldn't have disappeared. Otherwise, somehow, some way, we gotta find it on a Pumpkin or Hyperliquid, which, God, that would be a hassle. That would be a real hassle. This is a hard one. We have a bullish and bearish case because we have hidden bullish divergence from this previous low to this higher low. That's insane. All right, we're going to go with bullish and bearish case here. Let's hope for the bullish case because you are at all-time freaking lows. I mean, Jupiter needs a handout. It really does. Just needs a handout, man. But here's your bearish case. Whoops. Kind of fucked that one up. All right, bearish case, 11 cents. Bearish case, 11 whole cents. That would be 29% to the downside. Yikes. However, we are broken out. I'm serving up this hopium hot and fresh right now. Hot and fresh hopium for the wonderful trade that should play out by Sunday. 18 cents. This is your bullish case. So if you're bullish on this asset, could see a 7.7% rally. Let's go, Jupiter. Uptrend of the century on the 15-minute. Jupiter's ripping faces, right? It's doing it. So yeah, bullish case 7%, bearish case 29% down on weekend price action. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to get into the requests. Sorry that took so long, guys. I was chatting it up like a little girl. My bad. Let's start diving into these requests. ASTS to start. So AST Space Mobile. Let's check her out. Oh, this thing's bullish as F. Bearish divergence on the daily. That's not ideal. Not ideal. Bearish weekends. How I miss them. Oh, man. They happen so often. Like, can you miss them? Realistically? Wow, this thing was just skyrocketing. But you got bearish divergence starting all the way back from August of 2024. My God. When will it pull back? Sheesh. All right. These are your levels right now. I think this company is poop. They'll pay for my Bermuda vacation with how epic this drop is going to be. That's pretty funny. All right. So now going into our daily. The problem is your daily's resetting right above support. That's insane. That is actually insane. Let's see. You do have a trend. You're still in the uptrend. And you've reset your daily stochastic, and you're back into neutral territory. This thing might actually rally again. It's insane. Absolutely insane. If it rallies again, you're looking at 151. I don't really know what this company does, but their daily looks pretty solid. Could see another 50% rise. Wild. Absolutely wild. But you do have bearish divergence out of the wazoo. So if we get a very dark Monday, you could very well see this thing fall. And you would be looking for it to come down to 44.12. So two targets, two bearish targets. First bearish target is right here at 77.08. That's a 24% drop. Second bearish target's all the way down here, which would be a 56% drop. You gotta break the uptrend. Gotta break it. They're trying to compete with Starlink. Well, that won't work. Starlink, they became too reputable. They keep going to every disaster zone possible. All right, the bounce continues to the upside. We don't have Wall Street suppressing prices. And my short right now is still in play. All right, we're still in play on the short. Let's go, baby. Technicals. Hopefully it stops me out. I'll be in profit if it stops me out, so I'm not worried about it. But, man, still not stopped out. Still in there like swimwear. 15-minute hidden bearish divergence. Let's go. All right. So yeah, that's your bullish and bearish case. I'm surprisingly still bullish on this thing because if they are competing with Starlink, they would still be the only competitor to Starlink. So it's like, ooh, we finally have an alternative. Pump that S. I think that's kind of what's happening here. So yeah. These are your possibilities, Jim. Until you break this uptrend, I would stay bullish. But as soon as you break it, throw those puts in, baby. They're coming down. They're coming out hard. All right, next up, we got Link. Link, destroyed. Just like the rest of the market. Absolutely destroyed. You are now bullishly backtesting the previous 2 whole years of chop. Yeah, that better have been support, I swear. That better have been. Sheesh. The greatest level of all time. It's right in here. Right in there. If Link ever loses $8.22, just leave Link alone. It consolidated literally from back here in what year? May of 2022 all the way until it broke out October of 2023. That is ridiculous. That is some crazy consolidation. I can only imagine the amount of range-bound traders that were like, I love Link. Link is the greatest thing on this planet. Now, we do have some things to be concerned about for Link right now. As I clear the chart, you get to see it plain as day. 200 simple moving average. We are well below the 200 simple moving average, and we are still not oversold on the weekly. So more downside is capable of happening. Just keep that in mind. Don't get mad at the messenger or anything, but that's a possibility. Now, the worst case scenario is the rest of this is going to play out, which that would not be fun. Because, oh wait, it basically did. You wicked down to it. $6.91. Basically wicked down to it. Great profit-taking area. So, the dumping could be over for Link. There's strong possibility for that. Let's check out our daily. Daily, super oversold. Super oversold. You can press the middle of your mouse button and delete things. No shot. Oh, I can! I didn't know that. Thanks, JB. What the I didn't realize I could do that. What the hell? That's insane. Alright, now we're looking for what could be coming in next. Common retrace. Common retrace is the likely scenario. Getting you back up to 1167. This is the common thing to happen. About a 29% pop to the upside. So we're going to see how that pans out. But don't get too excited, because you know what? I'm always here to bring in more bad news. From this high back here to this lower high, you did put in hidden bearish divergence. So I'm going to be a little negative Nancy here and tell you your bearish case. Look at that. We didn't quite make it. 657. Didn't quite make it. If it gets worse, $1.31. So we came close. We came close. If we get a rollover, here's your bearish case. Went out another 27%. So that's something to just keep in the back of your head. It's a possibility. We go lower, we sweep the lows, and then we get moving to the upside. Yeah, I'm looking to short it possibly soon. Looking at our 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 hours are not looking great. They really aren't. Because you have this nice consolidation here. You're coming up. You're about to enter that bullish control zone. If we are bearishly backtesting the 50 simple and we roll over, almost certain you're going to go down and see this 657 level. So almost certain. Let's see if you can break above 996. If you can break above 996, there's some hope that you're going to get that full common retrace. If you do not break that level, well, I'll see you to the downside. See you down there. So yeah, you really got to break that level. But that high stochastic on the 4 hour would keep me away from longs. Buttcoin! That's funny. I'd like to suggest NDQ preference for the weekly and the 12-week time frames. Interesting. We'll check that out right now. NDQ. Interesting. So the weekly and the 12-week? Well, I don't know how to read this, honestly, because even when you dip, it's never that big of a deal. It's wild. That was a great reset. And you put in hidden bullish divergence. Okay, so this is what I'd be paying attention to right here. So you did make the measured move. Great area for taking profits, but it doesn't look like you're done. It looks like even if you come down, you're going to find a ton of support. $23,003. I'd be aiming at that 29,783 right now. Like, your sell pressure is falling off of a cliff. Like, yeah, you're starting to gain momentum, but I mean, you got a lot more to go. Let's see what the 12-week looks like. How do I custom weeks 12? Okay. Now your 12-week looks terrible. Looks like it's ready to pull back on you. 12-week doesn't look that great because you're still in that overbought territory. Jeez. You got bearish divergence here, but you canceled it out. So I don't need to worry about the bearish divergence anymore. That's kind of nice. Level of support. So even if you do come down, you're not expecting to get below 16,399. But yeah, I'm thinking what? You chop sideways and you go up to 29.7? What is this thing? The US 100 index. I thought we were looking to roll over or something. Oh, your daily looks fine. You just lost your 50 simple. No big deal. Yeah, I would still be bullish on this one. Jim would still be bullish. I wouldn't really flip bearish just yet unless you dropped below this level at 23.7, this level here. If you drop below this level, that's when you can start getting bearish. That's when you start thinking, oh, we're gonna come down, but I don't think you're gonna get much more downside. Not a giant rollover, not time yet. Yeah, it doesn't look that bearish to me. All right, let's get into your guys' crypto degen plays. Bonk. Let's take it into the daily. Bonk got oversold. No bullish divergence, no nothing. Just oversold. Shame. Such a shame. Still in a downtrend, too. I have too much stuff all over this chart. Hold on. All right. There we go. Hidden bearish divergence. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that's bad. So here's your downtrend. There's your problem. Here's your sign. Billingval, help us out here. All right. Still can see more downside. 403 is the target. Coming down to test that level is why I think we'll scoop that wick on Bitcoin. Got it. Do you use EMA or MA? I use the SMA, Simple Moving Averages. Simple Moving Averages. We still can see another 36% downside and new all-time lows for Bonk. Bonk is getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. This is a terrible setup. Until you start putting in higher lows, it's just awful. Look at the 4-hour. 4-hour, you're entering that zone where you might start considering entering shorts. If you can get above 693, cool. But you have a high stochastic and you already are trying to put in some hidden bearish divergence. Trying. Failing, but trying. Needs to fill that wick. Yeah, probably. Probably. That's funny. It lines up perfectly with filling the wick. That's hilarious. But yeah, another 36% downside is possible. Let's check out our 1 hour. See if it's playable right now. Nope, not at all. 1 hour is trying to give you hope. We got the hopium out here on the 1 hour. 1 hour stochastic resetting while trading sideways. Back above the 50 simple. This looks good. Looks really good. Let's go into our 15 minute. And our 15 minute is dishing out the hopium strong. Here's your uptrend. When you lose the uptrend, that's when you can consider shorting. Until that happens, you stay long. Stay long, my friends. Stay long. Anyways, let's go for the scalperoonie. Oh, scalperoonie. Here we are. I would have a stop loss just below this low here. You know what? Let's just show you what I would do. How about I do that? Did that work out for you guys? I think it does. There we go. There we are. Stop loss, profit taking, 2.92. What this trade right here could pay the bills. Right there, the profit and risk to reward ratio. There we go. It is lining up nicely. That 2.92 to 1. If it decides to get a little frisky, it could get up here to 771. Wouldn't hold my breath for it. Would not hold my breath for it. I would think you'd start trading in this range, slightly lower high, and then roll on over. That would be my thought, but hey, overnight. Wall Street's not here to suppress it. You might actually see this thing rally a solid 10.78%. This is a possibility. So keep that in mind. This is the trade setup based off your 1 hour and 15 minute trying to take over. Trying to help a brother out. I like to use the 12-week instead of the 3-month because it remains more intra-week volatility better than candle closes. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? All right. I know, bearish take. Y'all, I already give that to you. Yeah, but right now, I would be going long on this one, thinking that it's going to catch some bids. Let's check out Rats real quick. Rats is just kind of fluttering around, trying to catch bids to the upside. Not doing a very good job right now. We're still up 100% on the trade. If this thing starts itching in the back of my head and I start thinking about it and it ruins my sleep, I might just close it before I go to bed. Might do that. Anyways. Yeah, if this thing decides to roll over, that's when we're in the danger zone. That's where we're thinking we see a lot more downside. I'm not really seeing any reason on the 5-minute or the 15 to get out of any longs. Just got to keep a nice deep stop loss. So the stop loss needs to account for 3.69%. So if you were going like a 20x leverage on this thing, it would make sense. Porky, when you going to take larger position sizes? I don't know. I'm just doing the challenge right now. When the market stops operating so frantically, that's probably usually when I would. But either way, when I'm doing my day trades, I rarely ever go over $500. Like very rarely do I do that. When I go for like swing trades and things like that, that's when I throw like real money at it. But very, very seldom am I going above $500. Because remember, my goals are not the same as most people. I'm not out here like, oh, I need to hit it big off this one trade. I much prefer to like make $300 to $500 a day and then just call it a day. I don't need to worry about it. Swing setups are when you need to put some chips in. Exactly. The swing setups are where it's at. But if you're not in a swing, probably best not to play with too much money. What would you consider auto to be a lot of bonk coin to hold? Just wondering. A lot? That's a lot of zeros. I don't know, a billion? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So you get a 6th zero. That's 100,000, right? Seems like add a zero. I see you trades are usually like $10. No, that's because I'm still doing my trade. I'm trying to turn 10 into 15K, bud. But yeah, no, my exchanges that I have up on live streams, it's very hard for you to see me trading higher than like $300. Very, very hard for you to see that. I don't really like to boast about how much I'm trading, ever. Let's look at Lin and WTI oil for longs. Alrighty. David, glad to see someone else looking at WTI. That's funny. WTI Lin. I don't know. Am I supposed to be trading thousands of dollars while I'm live? Is that gonna bring in all the views? I might do it one day, but not today. I guess it would probably bring in a lot more views if I was trading a ton, right? I don't see the point in that. I would much rather just show like the bread and butter. Or I'd still think it's more interesting. I have 4 oil contracts with CME. Jeez. Oh yeah, didn't the tensions around whatchamacallit, Iran calm down today? Andy ETH. Mexi. Daily. Andy ETH has done absolutely nothing. Ooh. It doesn't look great. Oh no. I guess the argument here is maybe you could be double bottoming. I can see the argument. Double bottom, confirmation low. But you're still in a downtrend. So watching to see when energy reprice it forces oil into a bull market. Oh, that would be tough. Wow, this thing got destroyed. I didn't even realize it was this bad. Holy shit. So on your daily here, it's trying to give you some hopium. It's trying really hard. Nice little breakout there. Nice bullish engulfing candle on the daily. Check out the 4 hour. 4 hours trying to give you hope too. Not bad. Got 2 levels to worry about. 2 levels. A little zone there. Usually when oil decides to run, the market rallies with it. Markets usually make lower highs as oil heads to blow off top. Really? Even one on chat should like this live chat right now. Everyone, yes, everyone should like the live. Everyone should do that. Ew. Hidden bearish divergence. Ew. Gross. Do we see it more on the... Oh, we do. Oh, shit. But we're resetting, keeping above that 50 simple. That's good. So we have hope on the 15-minute. Not the 7. All right, the 15-minute hope. Hopium. Oh, we're dishing out the hopium fresh. We're dishing it out fresh. Bullish weekend could be coming. Bullish divergence on the 15. Trying to hang on to your 200 simple. Trying desperately hard. Now, your higher time frame is telling you to just give up. Higher time frame is just like, nah, bud, we're about to see lower prices. So this is your bearish case right here, where you could very well be coming down to 6517. Jesus. So this is your bearish case. You lose this uptrend, just focus on this right here. 31% downside is possible. Oh. I love the enthusiasm, David Goldstar. Exactly. Both stalling for the inevitable battle. There's an inevitable battle. Interesting. Interesting. But right here, here. Now here's your hopium. The hopium. Dishing out fresh for Andy. 22% run to the upside. You're going to have to throw all your chips in. Go to a wishing well, throw a quarter in there, and go kiss a couple frogs. This might happen. I would be leaning toward the downside because you already breached your 200 twice on the 15-minute. And all that Bitcoin needs to do is sneeze in the wrong direction. That's all it needs to do. And if it does that, sorry, pal. This thing's going down. Going down bad. Golly. My nose is driving me nuts. I'm starting to sound all nasally. So it's like annoying to hear my voice. Oh, it's rough. I haven't seen this chart in like a year. Who requested it? I forgot who requested it. What? They also requested Toshi on base. So we're going to look at Toshi on base. This one I would be leaning to the downside. I would definitely be leaning to the downside. Higher time frames usually like to take over. You have a high stochastic on the 4 hour that's already started rolling over. You already got some selling pressure here. The 4 hour, it's this is really telling you, you probably shouldn't be too excited about this price action. It could change. Things could change. Asia could take over and be like, hey, we're going to send this to the upside. I just don't think it's going to happen. Don't think it's going to happen right now. This is bearish consolidation as we are rising in our RSI. This is not a good look. Not a good look. So yeah. Moving along. This sounds like DZ. It's not DZ. DZ's not even here. So Toshi, let's go see it. Let's go see it. So now Toshi has the most trading volume on OKX. My oh my, has this thing been devastated? Jeez. Absolute devastation. Now, what you're hoping for is a bearish backtest. That's what you're praying for out here. If you can get a bearish backtest at that 2736, hey, let's get it, baby. We'll see. We'll see. 4 hours not looking grand. Not grand at all. You had this level that acted as a support, became a resistance, still resistance, hidden bearish divergence achieved. It's not fun. It's not fun to say. It's not fun to see. Okay? It's just not great. It's like, but it wicked to the upside. We can go even higher. Still, hidden bearish divergence achieved. I'm sorry. It's just, meme coins are probably not the best bet right now for upside price action. Just probably not. Okay? So here's your bearish case. That's a big downside. 34%. Are they going to be that mean? Ski Mask Dog is my base meme pick. Ski Mask Dog. Okay, alright. I believe it's just Ski as a ticker. This is your bearish case scenario. If you put in a higher low, this could get canceled out. You need a higher low than a higher high. As soon as you get those, don't worry about this downside target. Then you're just worried about, oh, what's our common retrace? So, bullish case scenario, you get a higher low. And just maybe, we might go test some resistance. Just maybe. We might get lucky. Go test some resistance around a 33 to a 37% move to the upside. That's your bullish case right now. For now. So let's all hope and pray. Let's all hope and pray. Memes like easy money, and we could very well see easy money come to an end. That's true. That's very true. We could see that. Alright, moving on from Toshi. Stellantis. This one I'm actually really excited to look. Oh my god. They dropped 23% today? Oh my god. No. No, they didn't. No, they did. Oh, Stellantis is fucked. Holy shit. How do you have a golden cross and you disrespect it that bad? Oh man, that's so bad. That's so bad. I shouldn't be praying for this one so much, but man, I'm gonna be buying a truck cheap. Damn. All right, let's go ahead and check back in time. Well, you really want to hold this little range here. You really want to hold this little range here. Holy crap. Who is STLA? It's Stellantis. So all the Stellantis products, I believe they own Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge. I believe. I'm not all the way sure. But yeah, they're do they own Ford also? No, I think Ford owns itself, right? So yeah, I think Stellantis is all the Dodge carriers and things like that. Sweet. I'm gonna be getting my truck on the cheap. Yeah, this the dark side about this little move here is the fact that you did this on the weekly. Oh my god, that's on the weekly. Oh shit, the dump might not be over. Oh no. Sorry if you're holding this and you're not having a good time with it. I'm sorry. It's just I really want the truck and I don't want to pay $90,000 for it. I just oh man. We still could see another 11 to possibly 20% downside. It's wild. They announced they lost $26 billion, so yeah, 26 billion? Oh shit. That's a big number. That oh man. That's tough. That's oh god, that's tough. Shit. It's a big number. Hold on 1 second here. Check Discord. Alright. Alright. Stellantis stock dropped 24%, 26.5 billion. Wow. CEO reflecting overestimating the pace of energy transition. Interesting. So they got too aggressive on their EVs? Of course. A lot of car manufacturers they lost the plot. They failed to realize who their customers were. Well, that's a good one. Blame Trump. If Toyota owns Dodge, they deserve to go bankrupt. Oh boy. But have you seen what the new Dodge 2500s look like? They're beautiful! Now, if I can get one that was made for Mexico, so it'll last me a little bit, oh, I'm in. I'm in. This is why I said Monopoly money. Those EV, yeah, right. Those EVs, ugh, that was a pipe dream, and we all knew it. We all knew it. Alrighty. So yeah, Stellantis, we can still see more downside out of this thing. You're below level of support at 807. We could see 644 or even 571. At that point, we're going to have to reassess and readjust. What are we seeing at that point? That's really the main thing. Let me see here. There. Nope. Don't. Fuzz. That. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, that's what we see out of Stellantis. Stellantis got wrecked. Still not oversold on the weekly. Could see more damage. Very oversold on the daily. But we'll see how they open. We will see. They should have just given the automakers handouts publicly instead of the EV song and dance. Yeah, probably. Those Dodge cars won't last more than 50,000 miles before they will give you a shit ton of problems. Who cares what they look like? That's funny. No, the diesels, they last longer. They last longer. You can at least, like, no, it's not even at least. It's a Cummins engine. It's the Cummins engine that does it all. Those Cummins are amazing. It's the exact same engine that is in all the semis, and they're absolutely amazing. The problem that the Dodge 2500s have is in their front differential, they put a bunch of fucking plastic, and it's like, what's that for? Give me some more metal. What are we doing? It's retarded. Automakers were bankrupt, then suddenly the EV incentives materialized. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, actually. Alright, let's check out XDC. XDC, surprisingly, great area to buy if you are playing the pattern. Great area to buy if you're playing the pattern. Nice triple bullet. Is it bullish? Well, yeah, bullish divergence, technically. Technically bullish divergence from back here, which, weird to say that. That's weird. I had to get rid of a Dodge Caravan at 80,000 miles because check engine light would not go away after I replaced the engine itself. It still had compression issues with the cylinders. That's terrible. We are still in the falling wedge. Wow, right? It's amazing. We're still in this wedge. So who knows? Maybe by March or April, maybe by March or April, you might be able to get out of this wedge. Might be able to see some upside opportunity. But if you're trying to buy and hold for spot, XTC came down to a great area. You're going to wait for confirmation low, and you're doing just fine. So XTC is okay. XTC could be a lot worse. But as of right this moment, right this second, you're going to be looking for, if you can possibly get above 3,997. If you can get up to that 4,553, I would probably be looking to short it. But no, honestly, great that it's still in the falling wedge. It's crazy. Nice little fake out to the downside. If we get that confirmation and bounce out of there, woo, looking good. If the replacement engine shit the bed, then I fully understand. Dodge failed utterly there. So I used to have this Dodge Dakota. It was one of the longer beds, but it was a V8. By far the best little truck I've ever had in my life. I miss that truck so much. I never should have sold it. But yeah, kind of the same thing. Leaky gasket issue. And then I had to replace the engine. Ended up going another, I think it was like 70,000 miles on the replaced engine. And then ended up getting another leaky gasket. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I fucked up. I should have kept it. I love that little truck. Especially with like 70,000 miles. I think it was great. For a mid-sized truck, I guess it was considered a mid-size. And a V8 engine, that was phenomenal. But 11.5 miles to the gallon? I live in California. That doesn't work out. That's I replaced one bad engine with another bad engine from Dodge. Yeah, that's funny. Isn't it weird how Dodge has the only one that would stuff a V8 and a half size? That was beautiful! Honestly, greatest thing ever. Greatest thing ever. I love that little truck. I got it up to 215,000 miles off 2 engines, but it still got there. But no, it was a nice little thing. I liked it a lot. Going to the 4-hour time frame, your 4 hours not giving you any real hope here. Nice V-shaped recovery. You got to get that higher low. Waiting for the higher low. What is the gas out there now? Trump says it's like $2 a gallon. Well, in like Texas, it's $2 a gallon. Here in California, it's $4.30 to $4.64, depending on what gas station I go to and what corner and what day. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Deserves to go bankrupt for making bad engines. Yes, Stellantis does make bad engines. Cummins does not. That's why their diesels do so much better. Because they outsource the diesel engine to Cummins. It's what everyone wanted and still wants. I remember revitalizing the Ford announced they were only offering a turbo 4-cylinder for the Ranger. Yeah, no. Fucking try right now finding a V8 F-150 from 2024 and on. Try finding a V8 F-150. Good luck. Out here in California, you only can get V6 turbocharged. It's retarded. I filled up today and never looked at the price. Dang, that's terrible. That just means it's so low. You're good. That's all that means. All right. So, anyways, I would be looking for a downside target on this thing, but I do think you're gonna get the higher low. I'm guessing you're gonna get that higher low. I would be looking for the commonality of it all between a 786, 886. So XDC, I would be looking for a bit of a pullback, something like a 15 to 17% drop. And that would be your higher low that you're looking for. And then you can start playing it to the upside as long as the market says it's okay. But as of right now, oof. Stop talking about crypto. We only want to talk about cars tonight. That's what it seems like. It's crazy. They're adding a markup tax to the V8 by only offering it in 250 models. Rat bastards. Yeah, it's stupid. Now it's like I'm supposed to have a diesel engine at that point. Why is it a V8? That doesn't make sense. You can even look at Toyota. They did the same thing with their Tundras. No more V8s, only turbocharged V6s. And it was all because of this stupid emissions nonsense. And it was like, oh yeah, based off the size of the vehicle, you have this size engine. And it turned into, if you want a V8, it has to be the size of a diesel engine. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Dan has actually been doing well since he looked at it last year. Surprised me. Interesting. So yeah, this could be going down 17 more percent. So mentally prepare yourself for the downside. You're positive. You could go up to 4,553. This is your bullish case scenario that I'm not leaning toward, but it could do a 21% move to the upside. It's over $3, I'm guessing, like, but I asked my phone, it said $2.70 to $2.90 per gallon for my area. Lies. Must be nice. Must be nice. AI is gaslighting you, Rich. That's funny. I work for Toyota, and we are ordering Tundra Crate engines weekly. Crate engines weekly? Really? That's wild. Weekly? Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, those Tundras, bring back the V8, damn it. I'm so sick of this. Oh, it's a 6-cylinder, but it has a turbo. It's not the same. It's not the same. MVIS. Alright, Microvision Inc. Let's check her out. I've been here before. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and check it out. Weekly time frame. Oh, no. We were bullish, and now we can't be. What the hell? You got support at 50 cents. What happened here? You were flatlining. You were holding a great level of support at 90 cents, and we got decimated. What? That's not cool. Not cool at all. Damn. Let's go ahead and check out our daily. Issue equally, basically, death sentence to common shareholders. Really? Oh, no. Oh, man. Master coming in just for Rich? Dick move. People liking Rich more than me now. Damn. Alright. Alright. We lost a level of support we needed to hold. Now, I mean, do we get back above 80 cents or not? Everyone's going to look at this as a bear flag because you can anchor it from here to... Jesus criminy. Jeez. And you're not even done with the move. 57.17 is your target. So this thing still could see another... Wow, 24, possibly 32% downside. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Equity insurance is the same thing as a token print, essentially. Oh, no. So they're diluting their shares? That's annoying. Toyota is where it's at. I bought a used Toyota Sequoia with 220,000 miles, put another 200k miles in it before I got rid of it. Everybody at the Toyota dealership was amazed when I came for service. That's hilarious. Toyota is where it's at. After 2018, everything went to shit. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, Toyota, it's like, what's going to last longer? The original Nokia phone or a Toyota Tacoma or something like that? Yeah, no, they... Very good cars. Very good vehicles. We happen to own a RAV4, which apparently is the most sought-after vehicle on the planet. Shocking. Absolutely right there, Jim. Absolutely right. Alright, MVIS, we're looking for more downside. 50 cents is the target right now. Unless you can break above $1.05, focus on 50 cents. COVID screwed up all manufacturing, and every brand quality went downhill. I agree. I agree. Alright, we're checking out Coinbase. Coinbase. Whoa! We hit the 152 perfectly. Awesome that we're holding support. Super oversold this time. Love to see that. I think we really need to... we pay more for hot slop. Right? I think right now what we really need to see is a break of some downtrends. What's a likely scenario, considering the state of the market right now? Probably going to see a bearish backtest at 215. And it could roll over right after that. We're still maintaining this uptrend, which is nice. We break the uptrend, we're screwed. Absolutely screwed. On your weekly, we have a weekly candle close below the 200. This is a very bad omen. Very bad. Very, very bad. But it could do what it did back here. The fake out and breakout. So let's pray and hope for the same thing. But we did have bearish divergence. I guess we could argue that it canceled it out, but ugh. Ugh. Rough. Getting oversold is pretty good, though. Getting into that oversold territory would be the best thing. Maybe we have one more week of downside, and then it starts trying to bounce back up. Common retraces. This is usually where you look for them. This is a very huge level of support. After getting higher highs, you would expect, at a minimum, a lower high. Just, you know, give us something. But right this moment, we're looking for the 618 common retrace. Could get you up to 304. As long as you stay above 152. 304. That would be my target. And that would almost probably perfectly line up with the downtrend. Yeah, perfectly line up with that downtrend. That's an 83% move. So we'll see how this pans out. But oversold daily, almost oversold weekly. You would expect the bounce. Yo, what is up, Crapton Crypto? Captain Crypto. There we go. We've changed a few of the CVT transmissions. And mostly early model. Okay. It's usually one of the most popular cars. Got it. Lunar and Rich are back. That's the best indicator of a bottom. That's hilarious. I usually don't care for highs. That's vacation time. That's fair. That's true. Very true. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at for Coinbase. If we do not hold, then there's probably, I don't even see hidden bearish divergence on the daily, really. I guess we can argue this to this is your hidden bearish divergence. I mean, I'm pretty sure we more than exceeded that to the downside. More than exceeded it. Yeah, we broke past the 1618. So I would be looking for huge profit taking, shorts covering. I think we're gonna go up a lot on Coinbase. So that's my thoughts. All right, moving on. We got IREN. Engine camshaft. Grand job as well. Nice. I'm surprised none of my renters have totaled your 21 Corolla. Car has 5 years while others have been totaled. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, IREN, nice pullback to your uptrend. Beautiful pullback, actually. I hate the lower high. That's the unfortunate part. With bearish divergence, that's unlucky. But since you're still maintaining this uptrend, we can actually just adjust this to a consolidation for now. So IREN has been getting hammered, but you are consolidating. This is a symmetrical triangle. You could fall out of it to the downside, so prepare yourself mentally for that. If we are going down, we have targets to look for, and that would be something kind of like this. If it decides to keep on going, $20.55 is the downside target. And then here's your bullish case. Your bullish case could be coming up to 85.28, but we need things in the economy to be better. Here's your bearish case scenario. Could go down 50% from where you're at right now. Bullish case, 104%. So let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya together that the uptrend holds for IREN. You are not oversold on the daily, so you could see more sell pressure. You on the weekly time frame. Oh, thank you so much for the $5 super chat there, Jim. I appreciate you. I don't know why I'm not getting an alert. What's going on here? I'd like to request Vix, interested in a 12-week and daily. Please remember to like the stream. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate you, man. Nowhere close to being oversold on IREN on the weekly. Nowhere close. Could be just entering that bearish control zone. This could get real nasty. If it decides to come down, that is literally where your support is. All the way down here at 1736. What was the down case for coins? Sorry. I did not give a down case for coin because you're oversold. I can go back to it real quick, though. You're 2x leverage on both. Nice. But yeah, this could be a 50% drop. Let's go back to coin real quick. And then we'll go check out Jim's request on the VIX. Also, huge shout out to Jim over here. He is now the Chad of the chat. Not only is he a member, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Downside target. Oh no, that was why. We already achieved it. Yeah, that's why I didn't give it. We already did it. So right now, it's just like we have to wait and see what happens. Your downside case was this right here. And it was only to 170. You hit support at 152, and you maintain the uptrend. So we're not really worried about the downside just yet. We got to wait and see how the retracement goes. If we end up getting into that bullish control zone, and we create more hidden bearish divergence, we can say the trend is still intact, and we can keep going to the downside. You're going to have support sitting down here at 115. So you would expect it just to go down to 115. Looks like it wants to go down based on the momentum indicators. Could be more selling. It definitely could be. Definitely could be. That's why we're giving the bullish and bearish case for IREN. And IREN could be a 50% drop. So, but we all know how I am. Got to break that uptrend for me to start shorting. Got to break it. If you don't break it, well, what can I say? What can I say? I'd wait. I would wait. All right, VIX. So we're going to be looking at the daily and the 12-week. Oh boy. Oh boy, we broke the uptrend. We are now falling. The VIX is falling. It's actually kind of nice. Hold on. Hold on. Did we get a double top? No, we didn't. Okay, cool. So yeah, we could see a little bit more downside on the VIX. No big deal. VIX is deciding to chill out after an 18% drop. Sweet. Let's check out our 12-week. As for the 12-week, we are below trend. Below trend. So yeah, it's just super sideways right now. 12-week does kind of want to start pushing to the upside, it looks like. So that's something we should probably be aware of. As for your daily, we did push to the downside. We're above the 200. And we can stay above that 200. We're going to expect more volatility. But we are currently in an uptrend for the VIX. The VIX is rising. The VIX is rising. So be careful. We could get a spike. If we get that spike, that means a lot more selling is happening. Could be rough. Could be rough. But bearish engulfing on the daily, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Moving along. So WTI. Is it this one? No. No. Crude oil spot. This one. CFI? Damien, is it CFI? Or are we going with oil futures? Is it spot or futures? See if there's a difference. No real difference. I prefer the futures chart personally. Yeah, we're gonna go with the futures. No real difference. Whoa. All right, not much data back there, is there? Oh, this is dark. Looks like it wants to go up. God damn it. Right there. There. Oh, we're in a little zone here with bullish divergence. Fuck. Fuck. Really? Hold on. You want to go long? Based off the weekly, I wouldn't really want to go long. I would think shorting would be better, right? You got your 200 about to roll over on top of you. You're fighting to get back above the 50 simple, but you did have hidden bearish divergence right there on the weekly. So you can see it right here, hidden bearish div. So that caused the sell pressure. I don't think we even made the measured move. We didn't. We still could come down to 52.73. Light crude oil. Oh. You use CFI spot? Interesting. If oil runs this time, I fully expect it to reprice 2008's high. I could see that. I could see that. But yeah, I would be thinking we see more downside. Coming all the way down here to 52.73. That'll be my target. My rats trade actually going to stop me out? Oh, 16% downside. Weekly does not look bullish. Weekly looks bad. Now let's check your daily. Daily just retook the 200. So your daily's looking a lot more bullish. A lot more bullish. But you have to compare it to this back here. Back when you were testing 65. Yeah, you almost got overbought. This one's hard to read. This one be hard to read. And if you look at this peak, interesting. But we got to play the now breaking of the 200 daily and holding as support. So I guess we're looking for upside targets. Oh. Well then. Well, I guess for a trade setup, what we'd be looking for is something like this to play out. And you'd look to break that downtrend. Interesting. This is an interesting one. So here's the long idea. You could go with this, but you'd be aiming for this. So it's a 3.5 to 1. Possible 13% rise, which RIP to my gas prices. RIP. It's 2008 highs. I would buy Rich 3 years of channel memberships. Oh, God. Just to shut him up about it? That's funny. Reinvest my portfolio into Bitcoin? That's funny. But yeah, I could see something like this. Getting up to 72.28. Looks like that could happen, but I think we need more fears of war. Realistically, I think we need more fears of war. Oh no! It's going up! Ah! We're finding resistance. Interesting. Wonder if Rats is going to make the full move down or not. Wonder. How high can ETH climb? Right now we're looking at 22 something, 2,200 something, like 2,219, something in that neighborhood. Not that high. So yeah, if you're looking to long, this is the idea that I would have. But this downtrend here, I think it has a chance of stopping you. I would be more looking for that 16% downside, if I'm being honest. Because you already got overbought, and now you're putting in a lower high. Yes, you're getting a bullish cross on the 4-hour. Yes, you're above the 200 on the daily. But, I don't know. I think with the Iran news, I think maybe they're chilling out on the whole oil thing. We're gonna see come Monday. We're gonna see. Actually, this thing should trade all weekend, right? I don't remember. I do not remember. They forced oil up before CapEx imploded in 2000s. Little tidbit people forget. .com makes better headlines than telecommunications companies jacking up energy prices. That's fair. Is BTC up? I mean, it's trying to recover. It's trying its hardest. It's just, it has so much resistance overhead. Until you confirm your lows now, we gotta just stay bearish. Just gotta stay bearish. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Soon as we lost 79,000, it was like, oh, this is dark. This is bad. It's awful. Do we look at Lynn? Not yet. That's the next one and the last one. We're about to look at Lynn. So let's look at Lynn. Lynn! There we go. Lynn! Everlyn AI! Everlyn! Alright, Lynn. You brought this one up the other day. And I still, as you can see, have not looked at the chart. This is the first time. Looking at our daily, does not look too shabby. Nice little hidden bullish divergence. Getting that little rally going. Love it. Only thing I don't love is that it's a new token. That's kind of the part that I don't love about this. The fact that it's a new token scares the crap out of me. But Lynn on the daily looks like it's trying to do something. You already hit your 61850. you still have plenty of room to the upside. This thing could start running. I think it would have to be a weekend warrior. It would have to do something like that. We're looking at 65, possible 134% upside based off your daily. Your 4 hour though, you're already overbought. That's hard. Already overbought, huge wicks to the upside. This is where I'm like, I wouldn't touch this thing at all. Damn. Yeah, we're hoping it's a weekend warrior. Hoping it's a track star. You know? There's your new uptrend. So I guess if you're trading this on the shorter term, but no, it's 4 hours, so it's not that short. Where the fuck? I would anchor it here? Right there. You almost made the first move. Looks like you got confluence at this level. So you would be looking, if this goes up, you'd be looking for 63 to 65% upside. They agreed to talk about talking. That is not tense. Calm down. That's Iran yanking our chain. Stalling for more time. But it's okay because America needs more time to bring another carrier. Oh, God. You know, it's really funny. Somebody was talking to me about, like, oh, if Russia gets involved, if China gets involved, if what, and they were the same people who were like, did you see the giant military that Maduro was putting together? And I was like, I don't think they're an issue. I really don't think that Venezuela puts up a fight against the U.S. No, you don't understand. I was like, and then the cartels from Mexico, they want to fight our military too. And I was like, I don't think they would matter. And they were like getting mad at me because I was giving our U.S. military credit for being really good at war. And they just couldn't see it. But I was like, okay. And then the Madero thing happened. They're like, he stole him? We just took him? I was like, yeah. We're really good at war over here. What we lack in fundamental anything else, we're great at war. He was like, damn. This is your beer money for the weekend. Let's go. Hey, I hope you get that 65% upside move. That's what I hope. I think we hit Iran this weekend. You know, that might happen. And that is Trump's style. As soon as, oh yeah, we're not going to do anything. And then, oh, we struck. The fuck you mean? Would be a real shame if we just extracted the Iranian prime minister, president, guy in charge. Would be a real shame if we did that. But yeah, weird times. Weird times in these places, markets, world. Can we just get the aliens back? That would be fantastic. Get the aliens back. Alright, we're going to wrap this up tonight. I'm going to go stare at Bitcoin for a second, because Bitcoin needs to make a decision. Your 4-hour time frame is not looking good, not looking positive. It's looking like it wants to start pooping on your bed and then smearing it into the mattress. So 4-hour doesn't look great. Looking at your 1-hour time frame, it's trying. It is trying hard to look bullish. It is doing its best. If America strikes Iran this weekend, my Lin beer money will evaporate. Well, your oil contracts will print. That's true. It would. It's terrible, simply terrible. Truly, I got a call from BB. You know, he's not very happy, and we had to strike, right? That's exactly how it would sound. They didn't have an end with him, so legally they can't. Oh, legally they can't. Hold on, Trump is following the law now? Was today just a dead cat bounce? Michael, very high possibility, yes. Very high possibility, yes. Not just a dead cat bounce, it's just like the shorts made so much damn money that they decided to take profits. And that's what these bounces look like. So we're probably in for a lot more pain on Bitcoin I hate to say it, probably in for a lot more pain. We did hit a target at that $60,000. Until we confirm 60K as like a bottom, don't expect any of it to be a bottom. Just don't expect it. Because right now to call a bottom, we can't. We really can't. All we can do is watch the bounces, look for shorts. Watch the bounce, look for shorts. That's all we can do at the moment. Once they tapped the election bid wall, it was game on. Yeah, right. I'm taking my chances. Full port down 50% from all-time high. All right. Hey, solid idea. Love to hear it. We did that, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, now everyone's calling for 30K, so you never know. Yeah, there was no volume there. It just randomly bounced at 60K. Yeah. Metric came out that 86% of people who bought at 70K did not sell above 100K. Wow. That's wild. That's a wild metric. But yeah, as of right now, we could see Bitcoin fall another 18%. This is a possibility if we do not make a higher low. Currently, Bitcoin is going into the red. We are finding resistance off this downtrend. So right now, it kind of makes sense if you're in a short. Porky, have you always been on the risky side? Risky? What are we talking about? The riskiest thing I do is like whenever the markets are open, trading with around $500. I'm not that risky. Oh no, markets are falling. Calling for 30K sounds like when people were calling for 170K plus and 100. True. Damn, that's terrible. Literally, that's a sobering statistic. It is a wild statistic, honestly. Just open to short. Nice. Makes sense. 42K would be a great area to bottom out. 30 to 29K would liquidate MicroStrategy common shareholders. So I see why that could be a bottom. Wow. I could probably say I bought Solana at $13 and sold it for $200, a little above that. Nice. Nice. I sold off half of my $9 Solana. That's all I did. All I did. That's because it went and rivaled its previous all-time high. So I sold off half the bag. If it goes back down to like 47, I'm willing to buy again. I know what I tell everybody about my buy zones. I'm willing to buy again around 47. The Bitcoin you bought at 17K in 2022 was sold at 60K in 2024. So my Bitcoin, I'm not willing to sell. That one, I'm not willing to sell at all. How you feel about metals? Metals, I need to see a lower high. If I see that lower high, awesome. I can start shorting it. I can put some puts in. I can enjoy the ride. But there's an opportunity. It actually goes higher. There is a weird opportunity based off the chart, and on your daily and weekly, you're putting in hidden bullish divergence. It's scary, but they technically are leaving the door open for going higher. Bag holding whales will leverage at these lows. Watch out for the spikes. That's true. That's true. Until cover Walsh is officially in, I can see metals refusing to die as hedges against uncertainty. Yes. I agree with your sentiment there. I'm eyeballing 43K myself. Start buying again. If you see the end of the money area, it makes sense as to why. Metals started running in 2023. Yep. Easy money era. Sorry. Yeah, the easy money era. Good times. Good times. We miss them. We miss those times. All right, checking out the trade. We are still alive in the trade. My stop loss has been moved, and no matter what, I will have at least 63% in profit on this trade. But if we get the whole kit and caboodle, what are we looking at? We're looking at 220%. So that's cool. That's cool. We're just sitting here seeing if we get the full 220, and then we'll look for another trade. That's what we'll be doing. Other than that, looks like the market wants to bleed all night, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Solana is how I made most of your money. The cycle, at one point, I had over 300 Solana. So yeah, I was rooting for it to go to 1,000 a coin as well. I still think Solana is going to do extraordinarily well in the future. It's just this run, the whole run, alts did not get the love that anyone was expecting. Because on a normal bull run, you see alts do a 5 to 10x higher than their previous all-time highs. This time, yeah, that didn't happen. Not at all. Not at all. So we're waiting for the next time. ETFs come back for their weekly gaps. Bitcoin is absolutely not safe from it. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I got to finish hydrating, finish my dinner, get some sleep. I got a rugby match tomorrow. And then, yeah, other than that, try not to be afraid of the markets. Make sure your stop losses are in great places. And don't get caught off guard. Understand weekend price action could be a little lackluster, or it could be real dumpy. Just mentally prepare yourself for red. Mentally prepare. But don't stress over these markets. It's not worth it, guys. Not worth it. I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream, commenting, liking, subscribing, and joining the Discord. Do all of that. If you need to facilitate any trades, in the links down below, you can find our affiliated exchanges. Go take advantage of some deposit bonuses or even trading bonuses. I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Break a leg. I will try and break one of their legs. Thank you. I will absolutely try to do that. All right, guys. I'm getting on out of here. Deuces. I'm out. Peace. Take care, everyone. Ride the oil wave. Naming could be the start of a multi-year bull market like 04 to 08. Oh, no. That would be awful.